Okay, so we're going to start with a nice, easy, low impact exercise to work the lower core and also your glutes, your bum muscles as well. First of all, we need to make sure that we're in the right position. So we want to make sure that our pelvis is tucked under and our back is nice and flat to the floor and we can't get any fingertips underneath. We want to make sure our heels are nice and close to our bum. We should be able to touch with our fingertips. Make sure that you're looking upright. That's going to keep your spine in that nice neutral position. And what we're going to do is we're going to take that nice breath in, fill our belly with air. And then as we breathe out, we're going to pull our core in tight. We're going to pull our pelvic floor up and we're going to raise our bum gently off the floor all the way up. As we get to the top, we're going to squeeze our glutes and then we're going to gently come down. We're breathing in on the way down, filling that belly with air, and then we're re-recruiting those abs, pulling the core in tight as we come all the way up again. And we hold it there and squeeze our glutes. Breathe back in. And breathe back out all the way up to the top. Lovely, breathe back in. Breathe back out all the way to the top. And squeeze. Breathe back in. And breathe back out. And breathe back in. And gently lower down, well done. Okay, so we're going to do a 4-point kneeling exercise now, which is suitable for anyone at all. We're going to pull that core in tight and we're going to make sure our hands are directly underneath our shoulders. We're going to make sure that we're looking at the floor to keep that spine in a nice neutral position and that our hips are both parallel to the floor as well. So first of all, we're going to start nice and easy and I'm going to show you how to progress this. So remember your breathing. So breathe in, fill your belly with air. And then I'm going to pull that core in tight, contract those abdominals, and I'm going to gently bring one left leg out to the floor and back in again. And come out and back down again. And out and back down again. And out and back down. Now, if this feels like it's easy, it's not putting too much pressure on your core, then you can progress to the next set of exercises, which is where we're just going to bring that leg up further. So if you watch me, we're going to bring that leg up and back down again. We're going to bring that leg up and back down again. We're going to come up and back down again. And we're going to come up and back down again. And I'm going to show you one more way to make this progressive. So again, if you find that easy enough, if you can do that quite steadily and you hold your core strong, we're going to bring an opposite arm to the opposite leg. So this is going to make it even more unsteady. So it's going to make your core work that little bit harder. So we're going to bring that left leg out. And as we bring that left leg out, we're going to bring that right arm out as well. And then we're going to gently come back in. And we're going to switch. We're going to pull that core in tight. We're going to steady ourselves. We're going to make sure our hips are still facing the floor. Well done. Keep pulling that core in tight. We're going to do 5 of these in total. If you feel strong enough with these, you can do 10. And these are a really great exercise for strengthening that core without putting any additional pressure on the body parts, suitable for pregnancy and early in those postnatal stages as well. We're going to do one more. Pulling our core in tight, focusing on steadying our body, and then bringing that right leg out, left arm, and bringing it back down again. Well done. Okie doke, so the next exercise, we're going to bring one knee up and then we're going to gently tap it down to the floor. So we're going to fill our belly with air, breathe out, pull the core in tight, and we're going to bring one leg up, gently back down again, and the other leg up, and back down again. One leg up, and back down again, and the other leg up, and back down again. One leg up, and back down again, and the other leg up, and back down again. One leg up, and back down again, and the other leg up, and back down again. One leg up, pulling that core in tight, and back down again, and the other leg up, and back down again. Well done, keep going. Always breathing out at the hardest part of the exercise, pulling that core in tight and bringing it back to the floor. And one more. Left leg in and back down again. And the other leg in and back down again. Well done. Okay, so next we're going to do some side plank exercises. So we're going to make sure that our body is in a nice line first of all. So from knees all the way up to the shoulders. We want to make sure that that elbow is directly underneath the shoulders. We're going to gently lift up off the floor and we're going to dip for 10. So we're going to come up and we're going to come down and up, down and up. That's it. Down and up. Pulling that core in tight to support. Up and down, up and down, and up and down, up and down. You should really feel this work in your oblique muscles, work in your deep core. Up and down. Two more. Up and down and up and gently down. Well done. I'm going to switch over to the other side now. Really important that obviously we do both sides. So again, make sure you've got that nice line. So we've got that nice line from your shoulder straight the way down to your elbow. We're going to make sure that that line there is supported. So your elbow is supported by your shoulders. And we're going to come up and we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3. If you need more support, you can put a hand on the floor. Well done. Good work. Pull that core in tight. One more and we are done. Well done, ladies. That exercise is suitable for pregnancy and for postnatal. Okay, so for the next exercise we're going to bring the knee in to the chest and then we're going to slide it out to the floor and bring it back in and then down to the floor. So we're going to breathe in and fill our belly with air. Going to breathe out and we're going to bring that leg in and down to the floor. And in and back down again. The whole time we want to be recruiting those muscles, pulling that core in tight and allowing the core to do the work to allow these legs to come in and out. Well done. All the way in, all the way out, all the way in and well done. Good work. All the way in. Breathing out, remember, the hardest part of that exercise, and back down again. Well done. Pull that core in tight, bring that knee in. Well done. All the way in, all the way out. Back in again, and back down. All the way in, all the way out. All the way back in, and back down again. All the way in, all the way back down. All the way in, and back down again. All the way in, all the way down. I'm going to do 2 more of these and we're done. All the way in, all the way out, all the way in and back down again, all the way in, all the way back down and all the way in. And you're done. Well done. Hopefully you felt that really work in your core. Okie doke. So for this exercise, we're going to be in that 4-point position. We're going to pull that core in tight. And I want you to gently bring your knees back a little bit to add a little bit of extra pressure into the core. So this is going to take you into more of a plank position. Now you do need to make sure that you're pulling your core in tight and that you're not causing any doming or anything with your tummy or pushing your muscles out further. Hopefully you're contracting that core nicely by this point, and you're going to help me work your core that little bit more by bringing an arm up and tapping. While we do this, I want you to try to keep your core nice and strong and stop your hips from moving from side to side. So we really want to keep those hips in one place. Very little movement, the only movement coming from our hands and pulling our core in tight. So we're coming up and down again, up and down again, up and down again, and back down again, up and back down again, up and back down again, up and back down again. So even though this is a plank position, you can do plank positions if you are suffering with diastasis, but you do need to make sure that you're really controlling your breathing and you're not causing any further muscle separation during the exercise. Unfortunately, when we have these issues, we do need to still work on them, and we do have to test the muscles and strengthen the muscles. So we do have to progress onto these slightly harder moves, such as planking ones, but again, only on your knees and only to the point where you can control that core, control your core and your breathing as well. Okay, there we go, well done. Okay, so our last exercise is one that looks pretty easy, but in fact is actually a lot harder than it looks. So for this one, I want you to get back into your 4-point position, but I want you to put your toes underneath, because pretty shortly we're going to be coming up onto our toes. So you're going to pull your core in tight, fill that belly with air first, breathe in, and then breathe out, pull that core in tight, and you're going to come up, and you're going to come back down, and you're going to come up, and back down. You're going to come up and back down, up and back down, and up and back down, up and back down. 2 more, up and back down, and up and gently back down. Well done.